Welcome to Goosebury Hall Quiet Garden, and today I'm going to take you on the Labryinth. We start at the summer house, and the Labryinth actually covers the entire field. It's a continuous path going right the way around, and so we'll walk around it together, and I'll talk about the Labryinth and the experience that various people have had when walking the Labryinth. First of all, the path sweeps round the entire field. I always say to people this is a bit like your childhood. It's a nice, easy, sweeping path, typical of your childhood with your parents and so on. I was talking to one person, and he was actually a vicar, and he had been walking around the Labryinth, and he said, yes, he said, I remember. He said, it did bring back memories of my youth. And he said, on the side there was this bramble, and he said it caught me and just pulled me off the path. And he said, I remember that particular time in my life. So it brings back memories whenever you're walking. The path then continues along the back of the Labryinth between the flowers, and you'll see that what I've done is I've cut the path but left everything else just to grow up, so it's always an interesting mass of wild flowers that just pop up. So we finished the first part of this walk along the short side, and then we'll start for the path to start to twist and turn in. It's always a delight to walk the Labryinth, particularly when the wind is blowing, and here you can see, of course, the flowers just gently moving in the breeze. And now the path begins to swing round, and it sweeps in towards the centre, which is going to, of course, be the final place that we finish at. And I always sort of say, this is the time when, of course, you're a teenager, you know it all. You're very near to the centre of all knowledge. And then, of course, what normally happens, as with all teenagers, you then realise, of course, you don't know a certain thing at all, and then you have to move on in life. But, of course, the thing about this path is that it's a continual path of life, all with the twists and turns. So it seems to go back on itself sometimes, and then takes you through and sweeps round, and then takes you into the next section.